Live in the present. Now, which one are you? You can write down in the chat A, B, or C. Okay, are you generally time traveling in the future? You're always worrying about something that might happen or planning for something that might happen? Or B, are you traveling in the past? You're reviewing mistakes, you're reflecting on bad experiences, you're thinking about how your life could have been or should have been or would have been. Or actually, are you in the present going, you know what? The only thing I can actually do right now is affect this current moment. Where are you? Are you in the future, A? Are you in the past, B? Or are you in the present, C, right now? Good. A and C. Good. There's no right or wrong. A and C. A, yeah. It's not, I mean, what's lovely is the fact that you're being honest. And what I love about these sessions is that you are honest. This is a safe space to be honest. And by being honest, you can actually reflect authentically on how you're feeling. So there's no right or wrong. No one's going to laugh. No one's going to make fun because we're all in the same sort of learning position. So don't you worry. Okay. Now, time traveling in the future is fine because we all need to have a future goal. Okay, so if you've got goals that you're planning and then you're thinking ahead and you're looking forward, that's great. However, spending too much time there and neglecting what's happening now can do two things. The first thing is, if you're always thinking over there, you might miss an opportunity that is here right now if you just simply looked. And secondly, the only thing we can 100% guarantee is right now. And so if you actually want to make an impression on the future, if you actually want to make a difference for that future, you've got to start doing it now. And an example of this is when you say, oh, I'll start a fitness routine, I'm going to start it tomorrow, and that's great because today I just can't do it. The question I like to ask people is, what makes you think tomorrow is going to be any different? And unless you have a plan, as in tomorrow I'm setting my alarm for 6 o'clock, I will get up and I'm going to run 1 mile or whatever it is, unless you have a plan which you know you will stick to. And some of you are like that. I can make a plan for tomorrow and I can stick to it. But really, we've actually, even then, anything could happen between now and then. But even then, the best time to guarantee we're going to do what we say we do is now, is in the present. So that's just one of the issues that can, or two of the issues that can happen if we're always time traveling. Time traveling in the past is kind of the same thing, because if we're always ruminating and reflecting, and reflection is brilliant because it does allow you to try and get to the root of things. But again, a question I ask my clients is, okay, that's great. You want to get to the root. What are you actually going to do about it once you've understood it? So psychology is there to help you understand. It's to help you get to the root, and we use reflection as part of that. But the second part of psychology is then using that understanding to take action. If you don't, if you're just like ruminating and thinking and just sitting there in the past and regretting or whatever, first of all, that takes a lot of mental energy and it drains you, so you feel down and not motivated to do anything in the current or the future. But also it's a bit like opening Google Maps or Waze or something like that, checking your route, going, oh, right, there's actually a breakdown on the motorway and it's going to take me 3 hours longer, but I'm still going to go that way anyway. It's a little bit like that. If you actually understand what's going on in the route because you've done your journaling and you've actually worked out that's the issue, then what? You need to have a way of moving forward with that. There is never anything wrong with our past. We can't change it. But what we can do is we can rewrite our future. But the only way to do that is by taking control in the present. So it is okay living in both the future and the past, as long as you spend the majority of time in the present, because that is where you can actually make changes. So that's the first tip. Live in the present. Really simple ways of doing that: mindfulness. And that is going for a walk and listening to the sounds and smelling the smells and, being aware of what you're eating or drinking or listening to or savoring moments. Those are really simple ways of starting to live in the present. But try and do that more often, because it's going to serve you better than spending too much time in a future that may never happen and too much time in a past which you can't change.